Harlow Futures is not just about speech and language, it's also about that school readiness as well and preparing our children for their next stage in their education. Harlow Futures, it's a levelling up project, so we was really lucky in successfully obtaining some money from the DFE to be able to input into Harlow, and that offer involves schools, settings and childminders, and that's every school setting in Harlow. So we're looking at 40 settings and around 30 schools. So we really worked with schools and settings to be able to really find that outcome of what is needed in Harlow, and it turns out that it was speech and language. You know, speech and language and communication is foundation to children's learning. If they haven't got that, they can't then progress in other areas of development.
We don't work on the government basic ratios in any of our rooms, so we employ staff above and beyond the minimum ratios for every room. Where there's been a child that's been identified as having a special educational need or disability, we have sought funding and been successful in all of our funding applications that we've made. And that funding is used to increase the staffing in the room. So on top of the staff we already have in addition, we then put extra staff in to support those children. We have been really successful. Over the last 4 years, we have got 10 children, EHCPs, ready before they go into school. Some of those children have gone on specialist settings and some have gone to mainstream settings, but that is something we're really passionate about. There's lots of talk around early intervention, but when it comes to EHCPs, that generally is when you're 3 and over. So we're very passionate about making sure that we have a really robust one planning system in place where we meet with parents and professionals every term, discuss what the children's needs are, and then put a plan of action together to keep building on the progress they're making or make a referral where needed to another service.
So Welcome is an intervention that we do with the children. It's done termly and it's just to help the children with their communication, their understanding skills, and if they're missing anything we can pick up on it, build on it, and we try and do it through their everyday play. Everything we do is learnt through their play, so we try and do as much as we can to progress them for when they're ready for school.
I like making a difference. It's nice to be able to shape the tomorrow of the world. It's really interesting. Every day is different, it's never the same. They are funny, they'll make you laugh. There are days where you feel exhausted, but every day there is something you go home smiling about. I've had a child before who had come up from baby room, was 2 sections behind where they should have been for their age. We did the interventions, did the assessments and the screeners. After 3 months of interventions, they jumped and made a year's worth of progress in 3 months, which is amazing.
So I just get all tearful because I think they're amazing. We're very lucky to have a team and an owner and a manager who is so passionate. And I think that really filters down from the top to the bottom. You can't be in a nursery where your manager doesn't believe or doesn't invest in your staff or your children. Wellbeing is much deeper than the children and their families. It's the staff. If the staff come to work every day and we look after their wellbeing, they will give 100% to the children. If we don't look after them, they can't bring their best. I think what we do here as a nursery is extraordinary because going above and beyond is not the exception, it's the norm.